Hello everybody, my name is Hassan and I'm from Mechanic Bar. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about bicycle chain wear and tear. Usually I got a few questions from my clients and fellow cyclists. They ask me, Hassan, can you explain what is chain wear and tear? Okay, but now I'm going to share with everybody. So right now I have with me chain, bicycle chain. Okay, I cut it out so easy for me to handle. Okay, so I hope this video can actually make you understand better than I type it out and put on photos. Okay, so chain, as you can see, there are a few parts of a chain. You can Google them. Okay, on Google they will tell you what is this part, what is this part. So for me, I just roughly tell you, okay, this is the outer plate, inner plate, then you got the bushing inside, then you got roller. Okay, this is my knowledge lah. Okay, go Google and find out lah. Okay, so about chain wear and tear. Okay, you must understand that chain is a very vital component in a bicycle. It helps to transmit power generated from the front chainring to the rear cassette. If you don't know what is a front chainring and rear cassette, Assalamualaikum to you. Okay, so when you pedal, you apply load, force, and you does, and all of this does stress the chain. Okay, the chain is initially like this, you know, a little bit down, a little bit only. Okay, so when you start to pedal, it tighten up, no, it becomes straightened, so you pedal. Okay, if you do not lubricate, okay, the wear and tear sets in faster because the chain ring, the cassette, the chain, they are all metal. When you do not lubricate, friction sets in, metal fatigue sets in. Okay, what happens is that the chain will slightly elongate. It doesn't elongate whereby it gives birth to another link. This is one link, two link, three link, and so on. Okay, it doesn't give birth to another link when it elongates, but it does not hold any more integrity in its tension. No matter how much you adjust the derailleur and such, it will become like this. This is signs of you need to replace your chain. Sometimes you can see corrosion starts to appear on the links, on the roller. You can see it's very visible from the plates. Okay, if it's happening on the outside, it gets worse on the inside. So before that happens, you must prevent it from happening, or you delay the process of it happening by you lubricating your chain with chain oil or chain lubricant. You can use a cheap one from Decathlon, okay, lubricant. Okay, this one is a multi-purpose. You can use on chain, can use on many parts, or you can get a dedicated one from Liquid Moly. Okay, you apply the lubricant on the chain, every link you apply. This will help to prolong the lifespan of the chain, because when you have protection on the metals, it reduces friction, so your metal fatigue delays. Okay, so what actually happened is that you see this hole, right? Inside there are small bushings, you know, and on every link here there are rollers. So this metal thing, they rub against each other. Okay, when they rub against each other, they shave off each other metals. That is where the chain links become loose. It becomes slightly longer. Then you have pedaling noises. You try to find where's the problem. Actually, it's inherent from the chain. And if you still do not replace your chain, you continue cycling, what happens is that the chain can just snap. Okay, the chain can just snap because one of the bushing have really worn out, the shavings have done a lot, the roller just basically came out. And if you do not lubricate, okay, very fast, the chain will start to corrode. It happens to those chains whereby it is of a lower quality type, those very cheap ones you buy online, $8, $9. I know most of you want to save money. I also save money, but you all don't know how to save money. You are going to buy the very cheap chain and you ask me to fix. When I fix, suddenly the chain dropped, the chain burst, the chain came out, corroded easily. You all say, Hassan, why my chain like this? Who asked you to buy the $8, $9 one? You know, my chain cost me about $100. And your chain cost you $10. And you want to compare? Cannot lah. So don't be stingy lah when it comes to your own bicycle, because like I always tell my clients, it's not your neighbor riding your bicycle, you riding your bicycle. Why you so stingy? Buy a good chain lah, buy a good chain, lubricate the chain, maintain the chain. When it's time to replace. And some of the questions are like, when do we replace our chain? Okay, if you are a seasoned cyclist, okay, you can know that maybe you estimated at about 1,000 kilometers I need to replace, because you start to feel the chain is elongated, you feel the noise no matter how much you tune the derailleur. But for you newbie, you don't know when you need to replace the chain. Okay, you can read Google lah and become keyboard warrior. Or you can send to your mechanic, let your mechanic check. No need to me lah. Later you'll think, I'm marketing or what. You can send to any of your mechanics. Ask them to check for you. If your mechanic say, hey, you need to replace lah. You don't replace, later the chain burst, later the chain got problem, later the chain contributes to poor shifting. You blame the mechanic. You blame everybody, you don't blame yourself. Bodoh. So, coming back to chain, okay? Again, I said to you, the wear and tear starts the moment you pedal. Brand new bicycle, the moment you pedal, wear and tear starts to come in. Brand new chain, they have very thin coat of lubricant, so can still tahan lah. But after certain mileage, maybe 10, 20 kilometers, this lubricant will shave off, no matter how good the brand is lah. Whatever the lubricant brand, this one all Alta only, they will start to shave off. The metal start to have metal fatigue. Okay, so you get a good brand like Liquid Moly. Okay, the lubricant lasts longer, the protection stays on the metal longer, even during rain. You get some other brands, right? I don't know lah, you must see lah. Good brands okay lah, no good brands one, right? The protection is very little. So after a while you need to lubricate. If you don't lubricate, corrosion starts to come in from inside out. Okay, that's where your chain will burst easily. Or if you lubricate but you do not change your chain, after a while it also wear and tear, and it will also burst. And worse, if you don't lubricate at all, okay, you think it's okay because it's brand new, you just buy the bicycle 1 month ago. Wow, you think okay. Newbie always think, brand new, no need to replace, no need to lubricate, still okay. Habis lah. So I hope this type of explanation is easy for you to understand. You don't understand, I also don't know what to say already. I go and jump down lah. Because having a bicycle is actually something like a personal commitment. It's your safety. Why we all have this servicing going around? Not to really all about the money only. It's about your safety. You have a car, you go for servicing. You have a motorcycle, you go for servicing. Bicycle, you think I no need to service lah. This one all the mechanic all out there to take your money. What take your money? How much you can give us? Your safety, you never care. Your chain want to broken, want to break, you still think it's okay. Until broken, then you start to what do I need to buy and such. And one more thing, very important. Chain and your cassette, they always work together. If you replace your cassette, you might want to replace your chain altogether, because metal fatigue happens between them. Okay, they are very closely linked together. So if you replace your cassette, you might want to replace your chain. If you replace your chain, you might still not replace your cassette if your cassette is still in good condition. Okay, this one you must understand. I will explain more about this in other videos lah. But for now, about the chain right, I hope you understand. Okay, very simple. Okay, bye bye.